What was your best worst investment of 2022? Best? They were all poop. Was there people who actually made money this year? Worst, holding my Russian oil/gas stocks when I should have sold, instead of hoping the USA would stay sane. Best, my personal growth and understanding of economics and the banking system. Cryptocurrencies, specifically Bitcoin and Ethereum. I made a significant return on my initial investment as the value increased significantly over the year. My worst was in a company that went bankrupt shortly after I invested. Thankfully was able to recoup most of my losses, but I definitely learned a valuable lesson about researching a company and its financial stability before investing. Best, swing trading Soxl and SQQQ. Worst, everything else. Sold a house I owned for 4 years, prices went up 50% in that time here, over a 200% gain for me. Sat on the sidelines, greatest loss was -6% index fund. Worked 0 days all year. Best was silver. Worst, Sol. Best, smoking more weed than usual. Best, Series I bonds unironically. Worst, Chainlink. Best, Rose. Worst, Rose. You could say every rose has its thorns. Worst, Sol and ETH, didn't lose much, traded both for BTC during the Luna crash, which turned me into a maxi. Best, COS, sold the top, BTC, I love swing trading with limit order. Silver. Dynaswap. CoinMetro, bought in because of those effing shill threads and didn't realize I couldn't sell it. Money evaporated literally instantly. Worst, Luna. Best, Suka, and buying ETH at 950. Still holding. Worst, OB.2, some crappy Canadian investment company I'm down 36% on. It's currently around 0.17 price to book ratio, so I'm still holding, hoping that it'll turn around. Best, not sure, either K.2, IFOS.V, NPK.2, or SU.V. Got a few 100% gains on all of them. Overall I'm up 65% YTD. Best, DWK. Worst, by far BAT. Best SQQQ, not really investment, I just buy every time QQQ hits the top of that trend line. Worst, Tesla, but to be fair I bought it years back at like 28 to 30 before the split. Best was Rose. Worst was also Rose. Prify Assets were my best investment. I bought a 2011 Cayenne S with a blown engine for $3,500 and convinced the local dealer to replace the engine under an NTSB safety recall. By far the best return on my capital in years. I tried to gamble on futures and lost. Best, Terra. Worst, Terra. Invested $25K into a VAX, held to $350K, held to $32K. Worst, GME by far, holy F. The threads are nothing but cultists now. Best, Matic, BAT, and OR. Worst, Lunk. This and learning about Web3 and asset management was my best. The ETH dip was the freebie of the year, definitely one of my best. I checked out OR and Ocean but still don't have my decision yet, looking good though. You stayed on the BAT hype for too long. Best, learning about decentralized digital identity management and its effect on blockchain made my crypto year. Worst, ICP. Best, ICP. Best, bought Lunk post-crash at 0.000001, made a clean 50K in bear that I'm just living off of and investing. My god, is life amazing when you have a fat stack of invest, earn, and live off of. I don't even have to work anymore, life couldn't be better. Worst, nothing, because none of that mattered after 100xing Lunk. Best, ExxonMobil, bought way back when it bottomed out during COVID and sold when it hit a bit over $100 this summer. Worst, ICP, fell for the meme and bought $1,000 worth at $45, sold at $10. Could be worse but still feel like a fool. Life is a learning experience after all. Bore. They did a big dilution. Bought $10K worth of Clover Health at an average of $8 per share. Sold at an average of $6 per share after their offering. Lost $2,500 in about 5 minutes on market open. Now it's 90 cents, so I'd be down like $9,000 had I held. Thank God I cut my losses. It also spooked me out of a few other tech/speculative/meme stock holdings I had that crashed a few months later. I didn't invest much this year. Just held cash. My investment was in my wife. It's nice to have support, good cooked food and sex as the world ends into recession/depression. UST. Lost 20K or 1/10 of my investment, so not a big deal but a pain in the ass. Worst, Sol, offloaded before FTX crash but still too late. Best, QNT, bailed my dumb butt out. Best, stocks I'm ashamed to even say. Crypto, Matic. Commodities, Oil. Worst, stocks, Meta, crypto, Solana, commodities, gold, literally bought the top. I wasn't hit as hard as other people though. Best. Worst, Link. My best investment was staking Matic at 0.32 earlier this year, way before the partnerships and pumps. I'll give it 2 years until Polygon joins Ethereum and Bitcoin the top 3. I lost $10,000 on MTV. Worst choice in my life. Lost money on basically every rug pull. XCN, Luna, Gari, FTT. Made a lot of money on Lunk and Phil. Best, UNCX. Worst, everything else, all went to zero. Down astronomical. Best, trading on a private DEX. Worst, LUN. Best, cash at over 5% APY. Worst, crypto folio down 70%. Best, or worst, LUN. I took out a $50,000 loan and put it into rug pulls known as PLS and PLSX. I preemptively bought tons of ETH and BTC thinking we were on the real bottom. We weren't, and omitted investing more in Venu when it was 3 digits below the price it is now. I literally lost a 300% and more considering ETH and BTC are still going down. Best, Tranny Coin, FTM, easily 2x my money than I exited. Worst, Litecoin, for some reason I thought it'd pump, can't even remember why. Best, ETH, Matic. Worst, Lunk. Future, ALBT and Rail. Best investment. Job, I work at a small software dev agency and secretly this year I started training to take over my boss, the founder's position as chief executive. Profit sharing, equity, all in the cards moving forward. Engaged to girlfriend. We live in a blue state that's great for government workers and she's a special ed teacher getting her master's to work in school administration. Easy low 6-figure job until she retires and I can get on her insurance once we're officially married. I sacrificed most of my net worth to PulseChain and I still have nothing to show for it. I feel like a clown. Best, not wage slaving. Worst, not selling last year. Best, Lunk and it's not even close. Insomnia and doom scrolling made me 5 figures out of barely 4 and it could have been 6 if I had waited longer. Worst, LRC, while I think they have some real tech behind them, I bled money out of my butthole on this one this year in particular. NFTs are my worst investment in life while stablecoins farming through SpoolFi is my best investment this year. Hoping to continue with my wife. Best, didn't trade anything because markets were bad, just sold a little bit of silver and gold. Didn't fall for the bottom as in meme. $70 for cannabis seeds. Cocaine. Chad second-hand leather jacket for $100. Galaxy Flip 4 for $1,000. Boots for $30. Travels to acquire girlfriend. Moving to Italy. Snuff tobacco collection to get rid of money drain. Quit university. Stopped doing drugs. Switched from beer to wine. Stopped caring for my friends. Worst, still holding Hive blockchain stocks, it's now so bad it's not worth selling. It's either recover or a 100% loss now. Decibel Outdoor Festival. I spent insane amounts of money on this trip. Galaxy X Cover 5. A craft beer for $13 that smelled horribly. $50 for a taxi for a $17 flight that I missed. My friends and going to clubs with them. I literally only fucked girls this year when I was out alone. Best one was USDC. I'm Euro poor and I got 10% APY. Buy price were around 0.83 to 0.85 and over a year of holding in 10%. Best, weed and a new PC. And a girl too. Worst, effing freezing cold, hate it. Another one I missed, using the Life RPG and Bluecoin app. Tracking your goals, habits and finances is top tier to improve. Best, KDA. Worst, leverage, gambled it all. I lost $1,800 in Q4 buying China shorts at the bottom. The country literally has 60% COVID infections right now and it seems to not even matter for their economy. My wife is and lives with me here in the US, but her mother, father, Meemaw, 3 cousins, and high school bestie all have COVID right now. When will markets reflect reality? Never. I effing hate the stock market and I'm going to put everything else into ICP from here on out. Best, QNT bought at 70, sold at 420, and Sol bought at 35, sold at 200. Worst, ICP bought at 45, 40, 35, and I'm still buying like a silly head. I made a huge mistake a few months back when I dumped all my savings into this sketchy eco. I did zero research and ended up losing everything. Lesson learned: always do your own due diligence before diving into the crypto game. Thank goodness for my investment in Rail, which not only did I stack SOTs by staking the token, but I also became part of the DAO by holding onto my stake. Not selling 11,111 KDA at $29. Bought all sub $1. Never thought we would be back at these prices though. Best, or worst, Luna. Deciding to invest. Best, ride, no one can tell me otherwise. Yeah, I've flipped a lot on this token, but the amount I have in metatasking is much and will be held for the long run. Add yours. Worst, Kilt and Feg. The fact that I thought I could scalp on these buys, but it turned out that it's now dust baffles me a lot. Best, buying a fixer-upper house outright. And vapes to reduce the smoking. Worst, Curry's, multiple broke items. Best, ETH. Worst, holding ETH. UXC/UXC. BlackBerry and Aurinia Pharma. F both of these companies so much. F them. Best, nothing. Worst, Link, goddamn the piece of effing poop. GME. Russian bank. Best, bought a loft, went up $75,000 since purchase already. Bought a bunch of guns that have also skyrocketed in price. Traveled, found new income streams from it. Worst, crypto, thank God I only invested a small amount into this Ponzi scheme. Women, they're absolute scum. Going to extremely vet the next one or move away from white chicks, I haven't decided yet. Overall pretty good year, gonna focus on real estate and other passive income streams. Joining the Railgun DAO for me. Best, real estate. Worst, crypto. Best, refinanced my rental home at the start of the year for 2.75%. Worst, had an all-cash offer for my rental property in April for $565,000. Didn't take it, it's now worth $80,000 less than that. Worst, dog coins. Stay the F away. Best, passive income. Alliance Block DeFi terminal solves all the problems. Investing in Doggy Coin at 6 cents, and not selling at 15 cents. Link was my worst and only investment.